Mr. Zarate was aware of that plan, and we had all cost analysis done on what it would cost to do the field, to move the towers, to move the light towers, JCP&L, to turf the field, the cost analysis from going from grass to turf, what is going to be difference over a 10-year period, how that will pay the town back over a 10-year period. I went out and personally got 3 companies that come in there and give me estimates on turfing that field. I brought it to the board, the committee, on one of the meetings, and I presented it. Mr. Solero over at the rec department, he has that, and he has presented that before. Nothing's gotten done. And it's very good, strong numbers that I've had. I've contacted the 3 companies again, and the numbers are still the same, Mr. Sheridan. They have not changed. If anything, they might even come down a little bit, they told me, because of the economic times.
I don't mean this to be an excuse or an alibi in any way, but my direction and focus is forward. I don't want to look back. So as a result, I want you to please bring Mr. Permaska up to speed on this, and he will, with Mr. Schleifer and Ms. Irati, get this moving. And that is my commitment to you.
Okay.
Right? And you can come back here in 6 months, and you can beat me up. If that's what it takes
next month
to get my attention, okay? So,
Yeah, John, I believe that Kenny and I were the only ones on the Township Committee at that time when you gave your presentation to the Township Committee.
Okay.
But kind of refresh for the board, what was the overall price on the field at Bowie Meadow?
To turf the field, just turfing-wise with the drainage that goes along with the turf,
Right.
it's about $525,000.
And it was another $250 maybe for the lights. So
For what lights?
To move the lights, JCP and
The telephone, but that money is already set aside. That money, the telephone pole money is
Right.
already set aside.
But it wasn't set aside when you came here. So it was about $800,000, I think you said, overall. Okay.
For the overall price,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
That's what Lenny had, because we already had that light pole money set aside. That money's already aside.
It is set aside now, yes.
It was last year, too.
let's,
In February of last year,
let's,
yes.
you know, leave that to going forward, see how Mr. Permaska, Mr. Irati,
Okay.
Mr. Schleifer again, formulate this, working with the leagues. And I'm not, to be honest with you, I am not talking long-term here. My comments to the members of the committee were such that we were looking for short-term and medium-range objectives. So we want to get this moving forward as much as you do, and with as much concern for the other taxpayers as well. You know, we have to balance that. That's a reality of using public monies. So let's see what we can focus on. Let's prioritize it. But yes, we want this wheel to start turning. We do not want to be here as a committee taking notes, and then I'm going to borrow this phrase from one of your representatives, talking about the notes we took 3 months ago at the next meeting. I want to see some movement. So I commit to you that that will happen.
Thank you.
And I thank you for your comments and for coming forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Committee.
Thank you.
Anyone else from the public want to be heard? Hearing none, motion to close the public session.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, as we continue with the agenda, we have the approval of the Township Committee minutes, the regular meetings of November 12th and 23rd, 2009. May we have a motion for approval?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Pola.
Second.
Second by Mr. Schleifer. All in favor?
Aye.
So approved. As we move on, ladies and gentlemen, we have department reports, which are available in the Administrator's office for review, and they include the report of the construction official on all certificates of occupancy, building permits issued for the period December 1st through December 31st, 2009. We have the report of the Chief of Police on all activities conducted by the Police Department during the month of December 2009. Chief has also submitted his year-end report as of December 28th, 2009. We have the report of the Violations Bureau on the disposition of all traffic Title Title 39 cases heard before the court. Our property maintenance officer has submitted 2 reports, one ending December 21st, 2009, and a second report ending January 13th, 2010. Our certified arborist forester has also submitted her report as of December 21st, 2009. The township's chief municipal finance officer, in his capacity as tax collector and treasurer, submitted his report through December 18th, 2009. We also have a follow-up report from the municipal court on Title 39 disposition of cases for the month of November. Our superintendent of Parks and Recreation submitted his year-end report as of January 1st, 2010. And finally, we have the report of the superintendent of Public Works on all activities and projects conducted by the Public Works Department during the month of December 2009. Township engineer is submitting the following letter recommendations for payment. The first is a first and final payment to Arch Concept Construction Incorporated in the amount of $51,080. This is a payment on the roof replacement for the salt dome at the Public Works Complex. We have a fifth and final payment. This is release of retainage to Crossroad Construction Corporation in the amount of $2,173.95 on the resurfacing of the lower parking lot at Malapartis Park. A first partial payment to English Paving Company Incorporated in the amount of $33,351.93 on the resurfacing of a portion of Ridgedale Avenue from Route 10 to Malapartis Road. And the final letter recommendation for payment is to S. Lembo Construction, $10,850 on the improvements to Allegro Fields. Now, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we do not have any ordinances for introduction, so we'll move to the consent agenda on resolutions 1 through 8, which appear on page 1 and 2 of your agenda. Are there any questions from members of the governing body concerning any of the resolutions?
Move to be paid.
Okay, we have a motion by Committeeman Capola to move on the resolutions.
Second.
Second by Committeewoman Arati. On roll call for approval, Mr. Faramasca.
Yes.
Mr. Schleifer.
Aye.
Ms. Arati.
Aye.
Mr. Capola.
Aye.
And Mr. Sheridan.
Aye.
So approved. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next portion of business